Okay, I think I need to just not touch my OBS, I guess. Oh no. Give me 1 second though. Okay. Let me also turn off that. That might help. I really need to figure out what's wrong with my OBS and why it keeps on crashing every time I open anything. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, come on, man. Come on, game. Okay, let me just not touch OBS this stream, and it should be fine. Sorry if there's audio issues. Nothing I can do about it. I mean, usually my my Stream Deck lets me mess with OBS without touching it. So sometimes I use my Stream Deck to like adjust all volume and stuff. But that's what caused the stream to just crash, was that I made the music go a little bit louder and it crashed. So, you know, 07, I guess.
Take a look.
But we're back now, so I just have to remember to go and remove the first streams. Luckily we just started, so not really missing anything.
I have it under control.
The stench of evil.
Okay, let's see. I don't really need this skill, to be honest.
Frail scholar. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
We kind of want the field up, but I guess for the first skill it's fine. Okay, we already have the ult up, so we might as well go ahead and use it.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it crow.
Something out of nothing.
Let's see. We could skill.
Insanity. To the soul.
Immerse yourself in it.
Okay.
The truth, but everything in this world is bleeding.
Let's see. I guess here we could skill because they only have.
Underestimating us will cost you. May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
I had on cans there. Oh my god. Alright, I guess I technically just didn't click fast enough.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. Insanity. I have it under control.
Oh, finally maxed casters. Nice. Oh no, an X is dying.
Be of your body and mind. I don't have time for games.
Okay, we're already maxed, so we might as well just
Sesame. Curiosity. Endless riddles.
skill.
Nothing but a void. Never seen perfection before. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Watch closely. Delivering more.
All but one day.
everything in this world is bleeding.
Something out of nothing. To the soul.
Yeah, we're hitting like 52Ks on the free-to-play light cone, which is pretty nice. Let's see here. I mean, it's only one target, so might as well just basic.
Stubborn one.
Let's see.
Insanity. Look, with this divine
Yeah, I kind of wasted the energy there,
forge all things.
It's coming. I will
but it's fine.
allow me to purge the root of the problem. Time to cleanse the filth.
Yeah, we were at max skill points, so yeah, let's just skill, hold skill.
Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Yeah, I think last time that I did this, like this run with this team, I got 6 cycles, which is pretty bad, but
To the soul. Insanity.
You're a stubborn one. The truth burns everything in
but
this world.
I reduced it down to a 3 cycle just by giving her to her light cone, so it wasn't because of Anaxa.
Open sesame.
We need a skill point for Herta, but no, we should be able to skill here. Because we skill here and then we
If you
ult
still have
on Herta.
questions,
Yeah, that should be fine.
soul. Insanity.
Curiosity. Endless.
Oh god, 1%, god damn
Nothing
it.
but a void.
Okay, it is what it is.
Never seen perfection before.
I should wait for him to spawn the clones.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Yeah, we can basic on Anaxa.
Be of your body and mind.
I'm just a frail to the soul.
Delivering warmth.
Okay, now we can enhance skill.
Watch it crumble.
Okay, I almost made a big misplay there. I almost accidentally played as if I was on a S1 Herta. Because we have new skill points right now. So,
What's the matter?
I might as well wait until Herta's turn before.
Insanity.
I might as well ult on Anaxa as well.
Power, I reforge all things.
Basic, then skill ult.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Hopeless as ever. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
I'm just a frail scholar. To the soul.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
Yeah, we can just...
The truth
Oh,
burns clear.
that was a misplay.
Everything in this
I didn't
world
realize the bunny was right there.
is bleeding.
It is what it is. Yeah, we can skill.
To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Allow Allow me curiosity. Endless.
Okay, and that should be it.
Nothing but a void.
Okay, so 5 cycles. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So 5-star, full 5-star team, but no eidolons and no signature light cones. Which one should we switch out first? I guess we could switch out, give Anaxa his sig, and give the Herda. Yeah, we can give Anaxa his sig and then put the Herda on the event light cone. And then after that, we'll do the opposite and give Herda her sig. And like see, like, and if you have like a full like E0 team, like which is better, like to give like Herda her sig or Anaxa? The answer is obviously probably going to be Herda, but because DPSs usually want their sigs a lot more. Plus, the comfort of Herda's light cone is just so good. Because you don't have to think about pressing your ult. You don't ever have that case where you skill into ult and then you're like, shit, I'm out of I'm out of skill points. That never happens with us one.
Incense ascends.
Watch this magic trick.
But we'll give Anaxa his sig first.
Get it together.
Okay.
The stench of evil. Yeah.
What's the matter? Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Is it coming? I feel that flame. Let me go. I don't have time for
Okay, let's see. Yeah, we could just.
curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. What a crumb.
Something
Yeah, and then we can scale on Anaxa.
insanity.
Wait for Bunny, and then ult.
Truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Immerse yourself in it.
We should scale because we're only at 1. Okay, let's go ahead and skill. And there we go.
It's coming. I feel that flame. Let me go. May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
We need the skill
I'm just
points.
a frail scum. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Open sesame. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Never seen perfection, but expand your thinking. Glimpse me now.
Herda's still doing pretty good damage on the event light cone.
Is it coming? I feel that flame. Let me go.
What's the matter?
What is Anaxa's skill damage?
To the soul.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Did his damage go down? His damage might have actually gone down a little bit. The main thing is that it gives defense shred, so it makes Herda's damage a little bit better. And then it gives him the energy so he can guarantee 2 turn ults. So it makes sense that his damage went down a tad bit. Like I think it was only like 5k or something. But
Yeah.
it is still kind of funny.
Get it together. The truth.
Because the thing is that Anaxa really likes attack percent, which is what the event light cone gives him.
Helpless as ever.
The event light cone gives him a bunch of attack and like a quite a decent amount of damage percent. I think it gives 8 times 7, so 56% damage. which is the same as his signature. His signature gives slightly more actually. It gives 60%, but it's basically like
Curiosity. Endless riddle.
very similar to, like, damage wise, it's very similar. And on top of that, of course, you get the attack buff. I think it's only, is it 12% or is it more? 16% attack. So yeah, and then 7 times 8, so 56. Yeah, while his signature gives 60, so like a little bit more damage percent, but like a defense shreds, which we can't fully take advantage of because again he's E0, so the only other death shred is from his, is it his talent or is it his ult? Where is it? I think it's his talent. Yeah, there it is. He ignores defense. 28. So yeah, with his sig 28, so he gets a 40% def ignore. Yeah. So 16% attack, since he has low attack, is gonna be a little bit more damage. But still not that bad.
Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
I'm gonna have the skill here. The roll basic on Anaxa.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Be of your body and mind.
I guess we could basic in the ult. Yeah, we can basic in the ult.
Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a void. I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Is it coming? I feel west wind. Away we go!
What's the matter?
Yeah, we need skill points.
To the soul. Return to the great dream, suffering.
Underestimating us will cost you.
Trying to decide if I should. It would give Herta and. Now we could just skill on Herta.
Open sesame.
I'm just a frail scholar. Insanity. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Helpless as ever. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble. Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could just basic.
the truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. It's coming. I feel west wind. Away we go!
Insanity. To the soul.
Never seen perfect. Open sesame.
Okay. Actually, went down to a 3 cycle just by giving Anaxa his sig. Okay, that's actually a pretty decent upgrade. I think it's because of the increased amount of ults he got. Because yeah, his damage was definitely like slightly lower, I think. Or maybe it was just the 2 instances that I looked at were just slower and it was about the same. Probably about the same damage. But it got more ults. Could also be increased damage from the Herta because this light cone is better than this one. 20% attack, but just gets a crit damage buff whenever defeating an enemy, so it's not even that long of a buff. While this one is literally just 56% damage percent plus attack, which is obviously better. Okay, now let's try giving Herta, Hersig, and Anaxa just on the free-to-play. And because that was a very comfortable 3-cycle clear, so it wasn't particularly difficult to get that. Because we still had another... I think we had a Lingsha and an Anaxa action, as well as Herta was about to get her ult. So after those two, if we just use like one basic, one skill, probably Lingsha... Actually, probably both basic. Or no, it was probably Lingsha basic and Anaxa skill, because we were only... It was... because Flame Reaver was by himself.
This is pure genius.
So doing a skill on Lingsha would have made that much of a difference. So we probably would have skilled on Anaxa. And then probably would have gotten her result from that.
The stench of evil.
Also, I did want to mention that the stats on this account are not as good as on my main. Well, that's actually a pretty decent ratio. But 80% of that crit damage is from her passive. Yeah. Crit damage increased by 80%. But I actually thought I had lower crit rate on the Herta. About the same on Anaxa. And then... Yeah, my Lingsha is slower than I wish she was. And my Tribby is not that good. I need more crit rate on my Tribby, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
It's coming. I feel less flame. Away we go. Expand your thinking.
Be able to skill into an ult.
Nothing but a void. I don't have time for games. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Something
We shouldn't have as much of skill point issues this time because we're on Herta Sig.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Sadly, we still can't zero cycle the first half. Though, as you saw there, I didn't have to use any actions from my team.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
So, to be honest, it would probably... Because we still, like, even with everything, we still can't zero cycle the first half, it might be better to save... Now, we're about to get...
Tired already? Do be of your body and mind.
We're about to get Herta's ult anyway, so... Should be fine.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Never seen perfection.
Okay,
before.
yeah, he did spawn everything, so... Should be good to just...
Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but
Because, yeah, he has 42 stacks, so we should be good. Yeah, looking at the Herta damage as well. Against 3 targets, almost 600k is pretty good.
What's the matter?
Let's go ahead and double skill.
To the soul.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Yeah, let's skill on Lingsha.
Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Yep. About the same amount of damage, actually. That's actually pretty interesting. To be fair, her LC does give crit rate, which is why we're at the 90% crit rate. Before, I think we were only at, what would it be? 78% crit rate without her LC. And so she's probably going to be a lot more consistent with her LC, but like similar damage. Plus the utility of the skill point, so. And then Anaxa is probably going to be doing I think he does slightly more damage. Can't see with that one, but we'll see in a second. We need a skill on Tribby.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
I'm just a frail scholar.
Yeah, we'll be able to see here what his damage is.
To the soul.
Yeah, 75k.
Burns clear
That's
as
what
a
I thought.
flame.
Because on his SIG, he was doing about... I think against 5 targets, he did about 60 or 70k. And then he's doing a little bit more damage now. I know against, like, the first wave of enemies, he was only doing...
Pure
56Ks
fire
or something.
integration. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Yeah, it varies a lot, though. Which is something that sucks.
Never seen perfection before.
We could just...
Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Return to the victory, unchanging, unceasing.
Let's see.
Feeling tired already? Time to
Look at
use the
this.
silver.
What's the matter?
Again, uncans. I can't. Bro, I can't. Anyway, that's fine. Should we just basic? Now we can skill.
Insanity. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless.
Because we got the SIG.
Nothing but a void. Helpless as open sesame. Watch it crumble.
That's pretty good damage.
Towards the root of the yeah.
Insanity.
And there we go. Still 3-cycle clear, though. Actually, that one felt closer. Because we did it literally on the last action. So that one actually felt a little bit worse than with Anaxa, Sig, and Herta. But at the end of the day, they were both 3 cycles, so I might have just made a misplay or something, and that's why. Yeah, I think the major misplay was not farming more in the first one, because the thing is that, yeah, that one was a little bit closer, but it's also, if I had, like, better relics, I think it could probably 0-cycle wave 1. If I had a little bit more investment in my relics, because, yeah, like, 78... I just realized something. This... Let me see something real quick. Oh! She has really... Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I was really confused for a second there. It's the relic set, right? 2-piece Izumo is where the extra 12% came from. But it still holds true that she would only have 78 crit rate if she didn't have her light cone. But yeah, like, these pieces are not that great. Like, this piece is awful. I think it's because of the crit rate. What is her speed? She's also kind of slow, to be honest. I think it's because I run DDD that like I was like, I don't really need to run this. You know? Yeah, it was for the 4 speed and the crit rate. Because this one has no speed, and then this one doesn't have any crit rate, which is more so what I need. I have like no other hands on this set. I really need to farm more erudition. Yeah, these relics are so bad. This is really good though. It's attack percent, but it's still really good. Actually, I think I have 2. Yeah, I have 2. This one has crit rate, which is what she needs though. So yeah, I definitely need the firearm for her to more on this account, but right now she's fine. Yeah, and then again, same thing with like only 80 crit rate on Tribby. My Linksha is really slow for like the type of. If she's not in a break team, then it's like you should just stack full attack and speed. Oh, she's on her. Oh, I think she's on her main DPS build. That's why. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, this is her full. I think she's on Firefly's relics right now. That's why. Because normally I run like full speed. Yeah, what Gallagher has, I think. Yeah, energy regeneration. And then I run two piece speed normally, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, and then Anaxa is doing good. I guess I should do one more run with the next on Isig, and then we'll move on. We're only going to be doing one run of. We're only going to be doing one run of APOC and Pure Fiction. Pure Fiction, like, just to see like his general performance. I'll be running Herta on her signature and Anaxa on the free to play for both runs. Because this kind of gives the comparison, but the other one is just going to be for like general, like, to see his performance on like a more free-to-play relatable account.
I was expecting something.
And then we'll jump over to the main and
Incense ascends.
Watch this magic trick.
see his performance there. And finally unlock E2.
Get it together. The stench of evil.
Oh yeah, I was also thinking about doing 1 or 2 runs of Anaxa Hyper Carry. Probably just the one run, but
I'm just a frail scholar. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Is it come? I feel that flame. Away we go! Never seen perfection before. Expand your thinking.
bruh.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a
Why did
ball.
it auto target that enemy? I'm so mad. I can't believe this.
Helpless as ever. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Something out of nothing. Insanity.
Super big meanie. The truth for everything in this world is bleeding.
Oh, we finally zero cycled the first half with his SIG.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Time to cleanse the filth.
So in theory, we should be able to get a. I'm trying to decide, is it worth it? Yeah,
Look, with this divine
it's worth it to sacrifice the evil.
forge all things.
Hopefully we'll be able to get a 2 cycle this time. And we can skill.
To the soul. Insanity.
It's coming. I feel that flame. Away we go! Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. time for games. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Yeah, the big damage usually comes whenever you're killing the mobs, so.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
What's the matter? To the soul, insanity.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. I'm just a frail to the soul, insanity.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Never seen perfection before? Open sesame. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Return to the great dream. Suffering is eternal.
What's the matter? To the soul.
Is it coming? I feel that flame. Away we go!
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Yeah. Never seen perfection before? Open sesame. Curiosity. Endless riddle.
Okay.
Nothing but a void. Helpless. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Was that 2 cycles? Yeah, 2 cycle clear. And that could be a 1 cycle clear, but I'm too lazy to try and get that. Cause it was at the very, very start of the 2nd cycle, so could have definitely been a 1 cycle clear, but I ain't farming that right now. Anyway, time to look at how the team performs in Pure Fiction, which should be fine. Should perform pretty well in Pure Fiction. Second half, god damn it. I think you could just skip, like, if you just put like a random character, and then on second half, just put the team. Skill point consumption, very good. And like I said, for the 2 runs on APOC and Pure Fiction, I'm just gonna be running the free-to-play light cone.
We need a strategy.
There's a better... I could have chosen like a 4-star or something, man. Why did I choose fucking Trailblazer? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Take a look. Numbers! Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal
Watch this magic trick.
Okay.
Really bold?
Let's see. We want ice, so we need the basic. Oh wait. I do wonder, for trash cans, does it... Oh, it does.
Never seen perfection before?
That's cool.
Expand your thinking.
Also, this is where the 10 energy comes in handy. From his sig. Let's see.
everything in this world is bleeding. Yeah. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
To be fair, that was very stupid. Anyway, it's fine. I am aware that what I just did was very stupid.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame. Watch a crumb.
I see button, I click button.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Delivering more. It's coming. I feel West Wind. Away we go.
Insanity.
Never seen perfection before? Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown. May the foul stand time to cleanse the filth.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul. Insanity.
I feel West Wind. Away we go. Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Torment.
Open sesame. Watch a crumb. Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Be of your body and mind. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown. Underestimating us?
Insanity. To the soul.
Is it coming? I feel West Wind. Away we go!
Suffering is eternal.
Insanity. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Never seen perfection before? Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Damage number looks crazy though.
Open sesame. Watch a crumb. Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Time to cleanse the filth.
So tiring.
It's coming. I feel West Wind. Away we go!
Oh, I fucked up. It is what it is.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Neutral buff.
What's the matter? Insanity. To the soul.
I don't have time for expand your thinking.
So tiring.
Everyone, be of your body and mind. I feel West Wind. Away we go!
Insanity. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Curiosity. Endless.
Okay, this should be it.
Nothing but a point.
Still max points. So, like I said, like the Herda team works very, very well in Pure Fiction, so Anaxa or not, works very well. Okay, last is Apoc, which should be one where he works very, very well. This is the one that people talk about a lot. That Anaxa goes crazy for, because not only does his double skill do a lot of weakness bar damage, but since a team like this where everyone is different elements, also because the enemy automatically has 4 elements, he can immediately start doing his double skills. I want to clinch Tribby.
Expand your thinking. It's coming. Are you the West Wind? Let me go!
I have it under control. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Curiosity. Endless riddle.
Okay, let's go ahead and
Nothing
ult.
but a point.
I guess it's good. Yeah, it's good afternoon here.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
I do got tea, so
I'm just a frail scholar.
I guess that'll do. Yeah. I think on East Coast, I believe that it's like midnight, and then on West Coast, I think it's like 9.
If you still have questions, please. To the soul.
Yeah, we're finishing up the free-to-play testing now. I see.
Allow me to personally
Yeah.
take the problem.
Since I'm from the East Coast, I immediately think of East Coast, and then I -3 from that. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Time to cleanse the filth. Watch closely. It's coming.
Yeah, this is the last free-to-play testing I'm doing on like the F2P account, and then I'm gonna move over to my main. I just want to see Anaxa's performance in Apoc.
Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a point.
Yeah, so all the characters are E0, and the only one with their SIG is Herda. Everyone else is on free-to-play light cones.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Look, with this divine
Because I feel like it's a thing that, like,
things.
for a lot of F2P players, like, if they pull a SIG, it's most likely going to be for the DPS. Not many people pull for, like, support light cones.
Immerse yourself
So,
in it.
I felt like this was, like, a relatable team. Plus, I don't feel like getting the Herda shop light cone for Herda. I really don't.
The truth. Everything in this world.
I'm pretty far from being able to claim it. Because I got Cruising in the Stellar Sea and the Destruction light cone, but I don't have enough to claim another one yet. Because I also needed to claim the Nihility, like, before the tutorial mission starts for Fugue. So, yeah, I have, like, no Herda credits.
To the soul.
Never seen perfection before. Open sesame. It's coming. Are you the West Wind? Let me go! Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a point. I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Watch a crow.
Okay, finally finished up the first phase. And we're still at 1800 value, which is pretty good. I think that if we can clear in under... I think if we can clear in under 1600, then that's really like, or I guess clear in over 1600 because it's more, then that's really good. But if it, like, I also still think that 1500 is pretty good. Yeah. Japard is pretty good. Yeah, early game. Yeah, the only problem with Japard right now is just the fact that he doesn't give anything besides a shield. And so... But newer characters, limited characters give more things besides just sustain. Like, for example, Lingsha gives a little bit of damage, like the fact that she's AoE, stuff like that. Yeah. Japard is still very, like, I would say sustains are the easiest ones to, like, just use the standard characters or use a free-to-play option like Gallagher, because like your ampers, like, you need like a good one, like, because if, like, the difference between using Tribby, like E0 S0 versus Apella is like so big. So sustain is definitely the last one you would need to think of, and also whenever you get 2 sustains, you don't need to get any more. Like, it's a waste to get more than 2 sustains, like 2 limited sustains, in my opinion. That's why this account only has Lingsha and Aventurine. Those are the only 2 limited sustains it has, and it's probably not going to get any more. Like, I don't plan... Like, I'd rather get a new team archetype than to invest more into this, like, to get a new sustain.
I'm just a frail scholar. Insanity. To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
We're getting nuked. Yep. Oh shit. Oh my god, Herda.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
50 HP. I'm so... Oh no. That was almost really bad.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown. Is it coming? Are you the West Wind?
True. I got 1%ed, but with HP. A good kind of 1%.
Insanity. To the soul.
Yeah. Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Okay, this should be wrapping it up, hopefully.
What a crow.
Yep. Like I said, over 1600 AV remaining is pretty good. Yeah. That kind of shows the performance of Anaxa pretty good. But I also think that he is probably one of the, like, is he an upgrade to what Herta currently has? Yeah, but it's not that. Yeah. Bias, I do feel like if you had to choose between, like, getting Anaxa and getting Tribby, Tribby is so much better in every way. Yeah. For this account, I'm thinking about, like, right now we have the break team. This is, like, the most heavily invested. Actually, no, it's invested in the same amount as the Herta team. Because this one's all E0, but Herda and Anaxa have their signatures, and then this team is all S0, but it has Fugue and Ruan Maze E1s. Ruan Maze was free though, so also this is a free unit, so I guess technically this team is a little less has a little bit less investment. And then I'm starting to think about working on this and then looking out to see if there's any new DPSs that I'm interested in, because this would be a really nice team for like literally any hyper carry. That's why I literally just named it hyper carry, so I'm just waiting for a character to come out that's like that you can use in a hyper carry, because this team would have been nice for my day, except I want to use Aventurine because I have him and I haven't used him in freaking forever. I mean, I guess I could use fucking Ratio.
Keep to yourself, gambler, and spare me the false display of concern.
Maybe I'll think about trying out investing into this team, because this team just about is finished, I believe. I think it's just like one or two characters still needs a few more investment into their traces. Tribby, you don't really need to. I mean, this is like the follow-up, so I guess I should max it. Probably just that, and then maxing Lingsha's heal would be it. Yeah, I really need to work on Remembrance Trailblazer though, because yeah, I haven't done anything on them since came out. Well, I got a bunch of stuff from doing an event because it was giving mats for Casterus, so I can at least go ahead and max these two. So that's nice. Why am I out of that? Yeah, just go ahead and grab all these so that whenever I do eventually start working on Remembrance Trailblazer, I only need to focus on these, I guess. I guess I can go ahead and level up that, because they do basic a lot. This is the HP one, which you only really want to level that up if you're playing them with Casterus. That's the healing, which can be nice to level up. Yeah, usually just the basic and the ult are fine. $885. Cool. I think that looks good for investment. Then I just need to work. I forgot I had this. What the fuck? I forgot I had this on this account. I was going for S5 DDD for Tribby, and I ended up getting freaking Aglaya's light cone. So maybe I should try and get Aglaya for that team. For this team. Try and get Aglaya since I already have her light cone. And then I already have S1 Sunday as well. Bro, I feel so bad about not using the Sunday because like I have like whenever I first made this account, like the idea behind it was like to be a free-to-play account that I use as like a comparison, like to see how challenging current endgame is. Cause like currently I'm able to fully clear endgame with this account. Usually I just use Lingsha Super Break, like so Ruan May Harmony, Trailblazer, Fugue, and not Firefly, Lingsha. And then on this team I use Adventuring instead of Lingsha. With depending on what it's weak to, I use either Herta or Serval.
Fast as we can. Let's go.
Serval's a little bit better for like generating like stacks and stuff, but Herta does more damage. So if you actually like give mini Herta like a proper like damage build, then Herta can actually do quite a bit of damage. But Serval is really good at stack generation, so if you just give like a full speed build, then I think Serval's a little bit better. I saw things I need to click and then I started clicking. Anyway, let's go over to the main account now. So the general performance at S0 for both Herta and Anaxa, it's about 5 cycles. If you get either one of their signatures, then it can go down to a 3 cycles, and then if you get both of them, then it goes down to a 2 cycle. Possible 1 cycle if you have good enough artifacts. Probably a 0 cycle if you're just good at the game, I guess. But time to go over to the whale account. Okay. So we can start by just doing the same test with E2 Herta instead. Let's see, Forgotten Hall. There's no point in doing S0 Herta for an E2 whenever I have E2, so it's like, oh yeah, I was doing Sustainless Anaxa earlier. Sustainless Hypercarry Anaxa. Let's see here. I like putting Anaxa on the end just because he's a very fragile guy, and so the wind can knock him over. Shit. Looks like I need to level this up. Okay then. Let me salvage real quick. Oh no, do I have 0 freaking mats? Well, that one's fine. Hopefully I have enough to at least level it up. Okay, just need one more level. Can I... Have I bought out these yet? Oh, I haven't. Yippee! Oh, thank you for the follow. Okay, that should be good enough. Let's switch over to the free-to-play light cone. Okay, let's start with the free-to-play light cone and see how that does with the E2. Everyone else is so hyper invested in, and then we just have little Anaxa over here with just E0, S0.
I'm not built for this. You go ahead.
Take a look.
To engage.
Oh. I fat-fingered. Oh no. Okay. Okay.
Take a look. This big guy.
Watch this
Okay,
magic trick.
that should be good. No DDD on the Trilby, so we could just immediately ult. Like I said, he's a fragile boy.
The stench of evil.
That's just basic. We could skill.
To the souls. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame. Watch it crumble. Curiosity.
Can
endless
immediately ult again.
Nothing but a void.
And
Helpless as ever. Expand your thinking.
that's the first wave done.
Get it together. Is it coming? I feel that flame. Away we go! The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Okay, let's see. We won't be able to get the double proc anyway, so we might as well basic on Anaxa, so let's skill on Lingsha.
I'm just a
Never seen perfection before? Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Oh my god. Hurtis damage never ceases to surprise me. I swear.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
Now let's just go ahead and ult.
Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Let's go.
It's coming. I feel that flame. Away we go!
All but one day die.
look. With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Okay, and then we should be able to get the double proc.
Insanity.
There's the first cycle.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame. Watch it crumble. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
And then there should be it.
Glimpse the unknown.
1%, god damn it. Anyway.
Return
And Axa, finish it off.
suffering is eternal.
To the soul.
There we go. So that was a very easy one cycle clear using the whale version. I wonder if I should replace Lingsha with Gallagher to be a little bit. But then it's not like a side by side. Gotta have all the whale stuff. I mean, I guess I could put. Oh yeah, she is on a free to play light gun. She's just at like 150 speed with the speed light cone. The fuck is she on? Huh? Okay then. That's a bit better. I think I have a faster orb though. Don't I? Do I not? Oh, I do. There we go, the 161 speed. Gotta have that 161 speed, am I right? You don't need 161 speed if I was running Tribby on DDD, but you know. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna. Oh, I was distracted too. Pray that my stream doesn't crash when I click on OBS. If it does, I'll start it up in a second. What do you know? It didn't crash for once. Let's fucking go. Anyway. So now let's switch back over to Anaxa Sig and run it back. This is just for comparison's sake. I mainly look at the cycles, but I mean, looking at the damage can also be good. Like at the very end, I think he was doing like around 130k-ish.
Take a look. Numbered. Incense ascends.
Watch this.
But I don't think he necessarily does more damage with his Sig. It's just that it lets you get faster ults. And then also it scales with his Eidolons, which is the main reason why I want to switch to it now, because I'll be using it whenever I unlock the E1. Because that's like the main thing with the E1 is that it's good because he already has 40% def, so...
What's the matter?
Oh, let's go ahead and use this. Let's see.
Look, with this divine power,
Immediately get that
forge
ult.
all things.
Never seen perfection
The
before.
truth burns everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Okay, and then this should be enough.
Glimpse the unknown.
Is it? Nah, not quite. Too bad. I wonder if I can save my ult. I'll try. Oh!
Curiosity.
What do you know?
Nothing but a void.
Oh, I should have let Flame Reaver go.
I don't have time for games.
Oh well.
Expand your thinking. Watch it grow.
There's literally no reason to save it.
Never seen perfection before. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Let's see. We got skill on Lingsha and then basic on Anaxa.
Is it coming? I feel West Wind. Let me go!
All but one day to return to the victory.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Yeah. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it grow.
I'm just a frail scholar.
Brother.
Insanity.
Score.
You're a stubborn one.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
The truth burns everything in this world. It's bleeding.
God damn it, what? So many bots right now for some reason. Let's see. Let's get this real quick.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. I don't have time for open sesame. Watch it grow.
Still one cycle. Oh, I also wasn't paying attention to what his damage was. I'll run it. Okay, let me run it real quick and just look at what his damage is in the first half. So that we can like have like a clear like starting like number to like look at and be like, oh, that's like the damage increase. So I'm not gonna run through it entirely again, but
Is that it?
I'll just real quick
Bigger.
look at what his first number is.
Magic trick.
Like whenever we go here. Just basic on Lingsha. Okay, his skill does...
Never seen perfection before.
On the first wave, it does 71k without his sig. Let me give him back his sig.
Is that it? I was expecting something bigger.
Numbers. Incense ascends.
I guess I should have also looked at his ult, but I ain't doing that again. It is what it is. I'll do his ult on this one. Get up the field.
The stench of
Just basic.
To the soul. Look.
109k,
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
and then 200k. Pretty decent damage. I think his ult was doing like 130k if I remember correctly from the free-to-play light cone, so pretty decent damage increase for both. I don't know what percentage that is, like 20-ish. On the free-to-play account, it wasn't that big of a difference. Actually, seemed like it was doing lower damage, but eh. Oh, right. Lingsha's E1, I think, gives decreased defense. Yep. So that gives defense stacking for... So that makes sense why the S1 is more effective on this on the whale account compared to the free-to-play, because on the free-to-play account, like, you're not stacking it all that much. You can only really stack it up to 40%, because 28 from his traces and then 12 from his sig. But sig plus traces plus E1 Lingsha gives you 60%. Pretty good. And then next is his E1, which gives another 16%. So that would give us a 76% def ignore. So let's go ahead and activate that. You also get a skill point.
3 parts passion. A soul is nothing more than that.
Yeah, we also get that
Is that it?
I'm sure you could stack it even more if you gave him like genius or something, but I ain't doing that right now. I like Winset.
Take a look.
I like Winset on Anaxa. Maybe if I do like a hyper carry Anaxa
Watch this magic trick.
stuff in a little bit.
The stench of evil.
Let's start with just a basic, get the field up.
Is it coming? Are you the West Wind? Away we go!
What's the matter?
Okay, let's see. His skill does...
Insanity.
Ooh,
I don't have time for games.
that's another 20k increase. Oh, no, it was 11k. 11k increase. Right. Let's see what the ult does.
I reforge all things.
Ooh, 60k. That variation is likely coming from the crit, because he only has 70% crit rate. I should give the bro more crit rate. 1 second. What can I give him more crit rate real quick? Yeah, he's on crit rate body. Maybe if I put him on Izumo instead. Do I have a wind? Oh, I do have a wind orb. Let me just yoink like Acrons or something. He'll get 12% from combat, so he'll be at 78. Do you have a rope that has a little bit more crit rate? Because this one only has 2. That one only has 5. Oh, I have one that has 8. Okay. Okay. And so we'll be at 82 whenever we're in combat, so that's good.
Is that it? I was expecting
Okay,
something-
we're gonna complete the run this time,
Incense
but
ascends.
the E1. Brother. What? Why do I keep fucking this up? It's fine.
I'm not built for this.
Take a
Go
look.
ahead if you wish to engage.
Incense ascends. In
Watch this magic trick.
Here we go. Get the field up.
Is it coming?
I don't think it's gonna increase, it's probably gonna decrease a little bit, but it'll be more consistent. He hits a lot, so it's better to have a high crit rate. So he should be at like 82. Yeah, 83 crit rate. That's good. That's a lot better. Okay. It's just basic on Linksha. Wait until after her
What's the
bunnies go.
to the soul?
Yeah, a little bit lower.
Show has begun. With this
Very
divine
similar
power,
to
I reforge all things.
E0 actually, but yeah, 500 still quite a bit damage increase because the thing is that his skill had his defense ignore on his traces scales with how many weaknesses are on the enemy, so
Any longer?
his skill
The universe
only
will
had
just
like 3 weaknesses, while his ult will have all of them. So
the truth burns.
I know
Everything
I'm-
in this world.
I know the bunny's right after, but I want to get full stacks on the enemies for Herta.
No bullying allowed. Impressive. Almost. It's coming. I feel that flame. Let me go.
I'll wait until after Herta goes and then I'll...
I'm just a insanity.
Never seen perfection. Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a ball.
So we'll get max stacks for Herta,
I don't have time for games. Open sesame.
and then unleash this.
Glimpse the unknown. Underestimating us will cost you. Super big meanie.
Time to cleanse the filth. The truth burns. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Is it coming? I feel that flame. Let me go. Never seen perfection before.
This is such a waste.
Expand your thinking.
The 2%, man.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
I wanted to wait until he spawned his guys, but I hit it too early. That's so annoying. That was misplays. It's fine. I'm on one set, so I want to wait, but fuck it, dude.
To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Yeah. I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Watch it grow.
Insanity. To the soul.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Okay, this should be it.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
There we go. That was a fumble on my half, but it would have been a 1 cycle either way, so it's fine. But yeah, so he was doing like between 110 to 130 on his skill, and then he was like against 5 targets, and then he was doing like 250 on his ult. Pretty good. And now E2 gets Okay, so when enemy enters the battlefield, triggers one instance of the weakness implant and reduces their all-type res by 20%.
1 part reason, 2 parts longing, 3 parts
Bro, res
passion.
pin on res
A
pin.
soul is nothing more than
Crazy. So this should be the one that actually increases it quite a bit. I also want to try and run an Anaxa like with a full like defense shred team, but we'll see.
Take a look.
Incense
Cause I do like hyper carry Anaxa. Hyper carry Anaxa is actually kind of fun.
the stench of evil.
We just basic so that we can scale on Anaxa. Yeah, we immediately have 5 weaknesses on the enemy because of the E2. And then so whenever we cast this, 161, 170.
Action before?
And then the ult
With this
is
divine power, I reforge all things.
290. As you can see, compared to some other E2s, it's a little underwhelming.
Open sesame. Watch it crow. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy.
But still. Again, we're not fully stacking the,
Is it coming?
we're not fully stacking the defense ignore. So let's look against Flame Reaver. You need a heal.
I'm just a frail skull. Insanity.
The truth. Everything in this world.
We have to wait until we get the weakness broke before.
I don't have time for games.
We need to wait for the weakness break to see the full damage potential because that's the condition for the defense shred for Lingsha.
If I would expand your thinking.
I think we're gonna kill him before we can. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Stubborn one.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy.
Well, that was a waste on my part, but it is what it is.
Never seen perfection before? Open sesame. Watch it crow.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
I actually think that would have been a 0 cycle if I didn't fumble. It is what it is. Let's actually let's retry that.
I'm not built for this. You go ahead if you wish
Take
to
a look.
engage.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds. The stench of evil. Be of your body and mind.
Is it coming? I will explain. Away we go!
To the souls. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Gotta wait from the spawn stuff. Then we all
Curiosity. Endless riddles.
can
Nothing but a
go ahead
boy.
and let go of the trivial. And we can wait for Lingsha to go before releasing her ult.
Watch it crow.
May the foul stench dissipate. Quick time to cleanse
Push
the
up.
filth.
I'm just a frail scholar.
We don't have 3 weaknesses yet, so.
The truth burns everything in this world. Is bleeding.
Is it coming? I will explain. Away we go! Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Damn. I think Anaxa needs to be a little bit faster.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
This could definitely zero cycle, but
To the soul, insanity.
bro, we're already killing shit too fast. Okay, I want to try hyper carry Anaxa. Because I want to actually be able to take advantage of defense ignore. So, also, we're stacking defense ignore. E1 Sunday. Bro, get in here.
I'm not built for this.
Okay, I wasn't.
Go ahead if you wish to engage.
I fucked up anyway, it's fine.
A day of peaceful.
Incense ascends.
Watch this magic trick.
Okay.
Trial spitting.
The stench of evil.
Let's just basic.
Get it together.
Why is that accent? Oh? 133. Wait, why is it access so slow? What the? I thought an accent was 136. Did I fuck up his artifacts? Oh, right, because of the fucking hell. To give him more crit, I took away his speed. Shit. Wait, did I not have a wind damage? I could have swore I did. Anyway, where's the rope? There we go. I kind of want to make a wind damage orb with crit rate and speed. Fuck it, I'm gonna do that. I like Anaxa, so I mean that's why I got E2. If I didn't like the character, I definitely would not have gotten his E2 because his E2 is not that good. I mean it's good, but it's not that good. You know, it's not like Herta level good, but custom synthesis, wind damage boost, crit rate and speed. 07 to my materials. Again, 07 to my materials. Oh right, synthesis. Can't I make 2 more of the things now? Yeah. Well, 1 right now, but can I salvage stuff? Go. Oh, it's enough to make another. Nice. Gotta remember to do these. Anyway, Anaxagrius. Where are you? Okay. I'm just gonna full send it because I don't want to I don't want to suffer and watch it slowly get worse and worse. Brother. I don't have any. Oh, yeah, I do have a dice, but Where did I get a dice from? Do I really want to roll this? No, I don't. This is worse than the other piece I had. Has better crit rate. Oh, I think we're too slow. Avert your eyes. I'm about to do something very stupid. Do not do this. Do not do this. Repeat. Repeat after me. Do not do this. Anyway.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
I'm not built for this. You go ahead if you wish to.
A day of peaceful.
Incense ascends.
Strength in number.
Watch this magic trick.
Okay. We're back. And access now faster than Sunday. Let's go. Let's just basic. Lingsha, get the field up.
What's the matter?
Let's do this.
To the soul.
Get double skills. 156, hey yo.
This mortal form.
Oh, I'm stupid. Anyway, it's fine.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Look, with this divine power,
I just want to see
forge all
damage.
things.
Oh my fucking god. 600k was Sunday. That's crazy. That is actually crazy.
To the soul, insanity.
300k each. Oh my god.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
Hero cycle first half. Let's go.
The truth for everything in this world is bleeding. Be of your body and mind.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul, insanity.
It's coming. I feel that flame. Away we go.
Moment to doubt farewell.
To the soul, insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Did he not crit?
Underestimating us will cost you.
Bro has 93 crit rate. Why the fuck did you not crit? Huh? Oh my god.
Allow me to purchase.
To the soul, insanity.
This world.
I'll overcome the foe. Serenity is before me.
I'm just a frail scholar. In this
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Have a good night.
Is it coming? I feel that flame. Away we go.
To the soul, insanity.
The truth for everything in this world is bleeding.
Probably just put an axe on a freaking damage set instead of win set. Give him all of her to things. Or maybe I should probably steal Probably steal my day's stuff. But steal all of the Herta stuff. Yippee. Bro does need speed though. He's way too fast. What the? Now he's way too slow. What? Okay. Relics. Let's see. Probably this. Speed boots. Actually, it'd probably be better to. Still too fast. Why's my alarm going off? Oh right, I don't really have class at this time. Bro has no crit. Oh right, I'm running Sunday though. So I don't need to run this. Back to Izumo. Okay. Ah, he's too slow now. Well, it's easier to speed tune on this fucking set. Because, like, I could just swap out one of these pieces. Okay. Still needs a little bit more speed. I can get a little bit more speed here. Okay. That looks like with the 12% he would be at 60 and then 80. So he's at 80 crit rate. Okay. Let's try this. See how it goes.
I'm not built for this. You go ahead if you wish to engage.
Incense ascends.
A day of peaceful repose.
Not gonna lie, this one's a little bit. This one's I don't know.
You're a stubborn one.
It's coming. I know the west wind. Away we go!
The stench of evil.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Basic as always.
What's the matter? Insanity! To the soul! Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things!
Yeah, so 200k initially. Then we Sunday buff.
This mo-
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
And then it goes up to. Oh my god.
to the soul!
Oh my god. That's so much damage.
reforge all things.
It's not gonna change the bunny, so might as well just
Everything in this world
do this.
is
Like,
I'm just
just to get another Tribby.
to the soul. Insanity.
I heard the call.
Push up
Now, farewell.
What's the matter?
again.
Soul. Insanity. Look, with this
Then
divine
ult.
power, I reforge all things.
Tribby.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
I'm just a frail to the soul. Insanity.
I thought there was still 1% left on him. Well, that was a whoops.
Serenity is before me.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. This mortal.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
To the soul. Insanity.
Be of your body and mind the truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Well, still a very comfy one cycle.
Look,
Also, look at that
this
ult
divine
generation. It's crazy.
reforge all things. To the soul. Insanity.
Seek and you shall receive. Torment and doubt, farewell.
What's the matter?
Push up. This should be his max damage output because you're getting the E1 from Linksha, the 20%. You're getting full. He has all the weaknesses, so full advantage of
If you still
his
have questions,
E1, E2,
please.
and everything. How much is that total? So 40 plus the 16, so that's 76. Yeah, we're definitely at 100. Because that was 76 and then Linksha gives 20. And then Sunday gives, I think, 16, I think. Something like that. So this should be max output.
To the soul. Insanity.
Definitely saw him do more, but it is what it is. How much does Sunday give? Because if Sunday gives enough, then 16. Okay. Yeah, so definitely above 100. Trying to think if there's someone other than Linksha. I mean, we could go to Stainless. And run Remembrance Trailblazer. They look built. So let's try this out.
I'm not built for this. You go in peaceful gauge. Watch this magic trick.
Let's see this.
Is it coming? I go to West Wind. Away we go!
We could also probably put DDD on Tribby instead. That's definitely an option. I also think I was not using Linksha's skill enough at all.
To the soul. Insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. I'm just a frail to the soul. Insanity.
Seek and you shall receive. Torment and doubt, farewell.
This
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
to the soul.
Insanity indeed.
What's the matter? Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul, insanity.
I've heard the call. Serenity is before me.
To the soul, insanity. So tiring.
It's cool. I feel like let me go. Mimi. Mimi.
I'm just look. With this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul. Insanity.
This world
I'll overcome the thorns. Torment and doubt, farewell.
To the soul. Insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Mimi.
Too bad. We were still able to see 600k skills though, which is pretty crazy.
Mortal watch over you and guide you on your path.
It's coming. I feel like let me go.
And here we go.
To the soul. Insanity.
Serenity is before me.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
It's so nice to be able to see big numbers. Anyway, I kind of want to try out Hypercarry Anaxa and APOC. Okay, so I just want to put Sunday in. Already speed tuned him and such.
A day of peaceful repose.
Incense ascends in
Watch this magic trick.
the stench of evil.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, we can go ahead and start with this. What the fuck?
I've heard the call. Torment and doubt, farewell.
Bullshit.
This mortal watch over you and guide you on your path.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul, insanity.
Get it together. Get it together. The truth for everything in this world is bleeding.
It's coming. I feel like let me go.
Time to cleanse the filth.
We are at max skill points, so I might as well just use Lingsha skill. Anaxa keeps on getting CC'd. The fuck is this bullshit?
Serenity is before me.
What's the matter? To the soul. Insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Be of your body and mind.
No consequence.
Ain't no way. They just keep targeting the two worst characters for them to target. least we got the AV push up.
To the soul. Insanity.
The truth burns everything in this world is bleeding.
Underestimating us will cost you.
Okay. Link's just fine.
Are you the West Wind? Away we go!
I doubt farewell.
This mo-
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
I'm just a frail scholar. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul. Insanity.
I mean, the damage is pretty good.
Yeah.
What's the matter? To the soul. Insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Serenity is before me.
It's coming. Are you the West Wind? Away we go!
I'm just a frail scholar. To the soul. Insanity.
The truth, everything in this world is bleeding.
Delivering warmth. Is it coming? Are you the West Wind? Away we go!
To the soul. Insanity. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
And that should be it,
Seek and you shall receive.
hopefully.
Doubt farewell.
What's the matter? To the soul. Insanity.
Yep. So, a little bit worse than the Herta team, but still sub one. I still don't know to call it sub because sub usually means under, but it's still above 161, which is a pretty a pretty good clear. Quit. Okay. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it on Anaxa for today. Did a bunch of stuff. Looked at some free-to-play teams, looked at some whale teams, and all in all, I don't know, I really like Anaxa's playstyle. I find him really fun. Strength-wise, I think he's like, honestly, I think he's pretty balanced, but some people might disagree with me on that. Like, because his numbers, like, he does the same job as Serval, who's free, Herta, who's free, but he just gives a little bit more damage and like gives like weakness break stuff, which weakness break in MOC is not that big of a deal. I mean, you probably saw in the like Herta clears that we were killing the enemy before we even broke them. Like, even in the free-to-play teams, sometimes we were like, I think against elites we were breaking them before, but I think for like Flame Reaver, most of the times we were, we actually did break him up quite a bit. That was like half and half. I think I think in phase 1 we break him before, and then in phase 2 we like kill him before. But either way, the main thing he does is give you like a good chunk of damage. But I also do think that having, if you had to choose between getting, like if you already had like an E0 Trippy and you already have Gallagher and then you already have the Herta, if you had to choose between getting Herta's Light Cone and getting Anaxa, I would probably just choose to get Herta's Light Cone, because Herta's Light Cone is like pretty strong and pretty comfy. And then after you get Herta's Light Cone, then I would probably get the E0 Anaxa, just run the Event Light Cone on him. And then I would save up for E2 Herta or E1 Tribby. Either one of those are good. But yeah, I think that's about it for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow or not, because right now in Japan it's Golden Week, and so I have, even though it's a Monday, I have today and tomorrow off from school. This afternoon I was probably going to go out and like do some stuff, like not just stay inside. This weekend all I did was stay inside and watch YouTube because I was so tired from school. Like I had exams every day last week, and I had I had 2 essays due today, even though it's the break, still had essays due. And so this weekend I was just chilling and doing a little bit of work. And so today I finally don't have any work to do. I need to double check to make sure, because if I have stuff that's due Wednesday morning, then I would want to get it done today, so that, and then tomorrow I'll go out. But if I don't have anything due Wednesday morning, then I probably gonna go out today as well. But definitely was very, very fun, and planning to do a stream on Genshin's release on Wednesday. That's gonna be really fun. Seeing Esquifier, you know. Looking forward to her. Hopefully, please make Ayaka great again. I swear. We need an Ayaka buff in so long. Like, I want to play Ayaka and Shinha. Like, I got Shinha on her rerun with the what's it called? The Chronicled Wish. I lost to a Baiju. So, come on, please. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing Ayaka plus Shinha plus Esquifier plus a healer. Who did you run in that last slot? Probably a Hydro healer. So Kokomi or not Barbara. Who's the other Hydro healer? I forgot. There's someone else. Why are they not coming to my mind at the moment? Anyway, running another. Oh yeah, you could also run Shincho. Oh right, it's a freeze team, so you don't really need to run. Oh wait, Escafia heals. I forgot about that. Bro, her kit is so loaded. That's crazy. Yeah, so you run Shincho or Yelan. Probably Yelan, because it's a freeze team, so you'd rather have a little bit more damage than to have the defensive utility. But yeah, really, really looking forward to playing Ayaka plus Shinha plus Escafia plus Yelan. That's gonna be fun. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Or night.